Myself, Dr. G Ananthi, Associate Professor and Head, Department of Commerce CA. In this video, we're going to see residential status. Under 5 heads, the income of a person assessed, such as salaries, income from house property, profit or gain from business or profession, capital gain, income from other sources. But before going to assess the income of an individual, the process would start by determining their residential status. The taxability of an individual in India depends upon his residential status for any particular financial year. The term residential status has been coined under the income tax laws of India and must not be confused with an individual citizenship in India. An individual may be a citizen of India but may end up being a non-resident for a particular period. Similarly, a foreign citizen may end up being a resident of India for income tax purposes for a particular year. Also, to note that the residential status of different types of persons, an individual, a firm, a company, is determined differently. Finally, what is residential status? The number of days spent in India during the previous financial year that are used to determine one's residential status. How to determine residential status? Income Tax Act of 1961, Section 6 deals on residential status of an individual. A person can be either resident or non-resident for a particular period. If a person becomes a resident, again there should be a discussion about whether an individual ordinary resident or resident but not ordinary resident. An individual who is not satisfying the condition of ordinary resident automatically becomes the resident but not ordinary resident. If those conditions are not satisfied, automatically that person will become non-resident. Who is resident? A person who meets the following condition become resident for a particular period. Condition number 1. In the relevant previous year, stay in India for a period is 182 days or more. If a person satisfies the condition, should become a resident. Or subsequently, the second condition will apply only if the stay in India in the relevant previous year was 60 days or more. If he satisfied that 60 days, then the condition number 2 will apply, that is, stay in India for the immediately 4 preceding years, 365 days or more. A person satisfy any one condition become resident, otherwise automatically becomes non-resident. After proving that he'll resident of India, then there will be a question arises whether he or she is a ordinary resident or resident not ordinary resident. If a person should become an ordinary resident, he satisfied any one of two conditions, that is, has been a resident of India in at least 2 out of 10 years immediately previous year and has stayed in India for at least 730 days in 7 immediately preceding years. If any one of the condition was proved, a person becomes ordinary resident, otherwise belongs to the state of resident but not an ordinary resident. Who is non-resident? As I already told, who is not satisfying the condition of resident automatically will become the non-resident of India. Thank you for listening.